Back, movie review fans. I know everybody's so stuck on Deadpool right now over the weekend, but there are other movies at the movie theater, like Fly Me to the Moon. Now, Fly Me to the Moon just happens to be I hate when they're doing this. Okay, there we are. Hey. Fly Me to the Moon. Channing Tatum, Scarlett Johansson, Woody Harrelson. They star in this movie about the Apollo 11 moon landing. Now, you thought you've seen enough. You've seen Apollo 13. We've seen that one. Houston, I think we got a problem. We've seen that one. But we've seen a lot about, we had Hidden Figures. That was another one that was explored. Now, this is about a con artist lady, Scarlett Johansson, who gets discovered by the government because they've been watching all of her talents. So they say, you know what? We like what you're doing here. And what we want to do is change the direction. Well, she produced this film. This is a film that's not based really on her sexuality. This is a good movie. This goes with the most historical collection of this whole launch. And it's made more almost like a comedy because this about how they faked the moon landing. So when you go about how they faked the moon landing, you got all of these people participating in faking the moon landing. Oh, no, I'm not doing this. I'm sorry, ma'am. I don't give money to, I want to call. I'm good. I don't give money to white women asking for money out there. A homeless white person that's that dressed, well dressed. I got 2 kids. You got on a full Nike tracksuit. Oh, hell no. Out here? The hell you doing way out here? And that's crazy. You think I'm going for that? So I can help with your meth habit? You got a cell phone in your hand. She got a cell phone in her hand. She got a cell phone in her hand and she's asking for money. Dressed like that. You believe this? This is crazy as hell. Man, this light can't change fast enough. This thing just went from one level to another level fast. You see this craziness? Right, she living better than people who got their shit together. She probably sit out here on this corner and make enough to pay her rent. Hoping these people with money just kick her off with money. Because I'm just like, she's like, I got 2 kids, I'm single. I'm like, I lost my job. I'm like, God bless you. I'm like, if you don't get the F away from me, I'll be damned. I went to give it to this white woman out here. She done got the wrong food. She messed up the whole damn video. Begging for money out here. You see that? Ain't no cops coming in to run their ass off? Because it's a white woman. And she got a cell phone. I'm like, you got a cell phone and you begging for money? Man, get the hell up out of here. Her cell phone better than mine. You out here with an Apple. I'm not finna pay your cell phone bill. Now, let me get back to this. Now, they were trying to get somebody in there who could sell the Apollo moon launch. It wasn't doing well. People didn't want to put money behind it, so they needed her because she could sell anything. She's one of the best. Scarlett Johansson character. And then she ran into Channing Tatum, who's a pilot, astronaut, but because of a heart situation he had, it kept him from going to space. So he was like captain of the command center, and that was all they would let him do, is be a captain of the command center. Yep. So the government came in, decided they wanted to put a camera inside. Well, it was her idea if they had a camera inside of it, because they were trying to get people's minds off of the war. And this was JFK's thing of getting a man on the moon, and they wanted to do that. But then Nixon was in charge now after the assassination of him, and the Vietnam War was going on, and to change people's minds off of the war and take people's minds off the war, they needed somebody to go to space. So then they decided to fake it in case it didn't work, because the whole world is watching this now. So this is big money, this is big production, this is big time. So if they don't make it to the moon or something goes wrong, it makes the country look bad. So just to be safe, they had a private set up so that they could film it and make bring in a production assistant and everything to try to film them doing the moon landing, and they'll air that on television, you know, in case something goes wrong out in space. They want to show that everything, they landed okay and everything else. So that's why the footage that you seen before that was found, and you saw guys falling on the floor, it was like they never went to space. This movie explains all of it and puts it in its full perspective of what the government actually did in there. So that's why you have the film footage where they was falling and tripping and falling down. They like, oh, they faked the moon landing. They made a video that was never supposed to come out. It was classified. Oh yeah, 3.5 stars out of 4. It was a good movie. Very heartfelt, funny, the whole nine. About Fly Me to the Moon, about what they were trying to do here with the federal government. And getting that moon up, and then getting that rocket launcher up into space. It's funny because you got to remember that during this time, a lot of the things that was happening was indifferent. Yeah, a lot of the things that were happening there were so indifferent, it didn't even make a lot of sense to some people. But to those who knew, they were like, oh, okay, I get it now. It makes sense. So, yeah, because you're talking about 1960s, you know, so they had the JFK assassination, you've had Dr. Martin Luther King assassinated, Malcolm X assassinated. You've had nothing but assassinations. So they were trying to get the public and the people back into the graciousness of understanding what they're dealing with as far as the world. We need a win. And the Vietnam War wasn't that. So you'll start to, now that we know the history already, looking back on this, we'd be like, oh, okay, the advertisement, the marketing, you see it all play out. So it's a very good movie, man. Fly Me to the Moon. It's enjoyable. It's not like a boring movie. It's an enjoyable movie. You'll like it. So that's my review, 3.5 stars out of 4 for Fly Me to the Moon. I'm out.